Symptom 6. Hallucinations. Hallucinations and delusions occur in 6 to 40% of patients with Parkinson's disease. This decreases their quality of life and increases the burden of their illness onto their family and carers. This is sadly prevalent in my nan, where our family had to rush round her house at 3 a.m. in the morning because of an apparent plane crashing onto the roof of her house. Upon arriving, we saw her laying out beds and food for the imaginary survivors in her plane crash hallucination. Symptom 7. Increased risk of dementia. The risk of dementia is 4 to 6 times more likely in Parkinson's patients than in healthy individuals when matched for age, sex and education, according to Sun et al. And Arsman et al. We have also sadly seen this in our grandma, where they're often forgetting her own relatives' names and where she is. So what about the treatments for Parkinson's disease? The first one, drug treatments. Dopamine-containing drug treatments were shown to be effective according to Barber et al. In 1969, among many others. It appeared that the reuptake of dopamine triggered a compensatory feedback mechanism, increasing transmitter synthesis and consequently dopamine turnover in the basal ganglia. Everett and Vigand in 1967 demonstrated a direct correlation between dopamine levels in the brain and motor function. Dopamine cannot be used directly to treat Parkinson's patients, however, due to its inability to cross the blood-brain barrier. However, levodopa, which is a precursor to dopamine in dopamine synthesis pathway, can. This gave reason for the prescription of L-Dopa for Parkinson's patients. Although side effects of L-Dopa consist of uncontrolled movements such as dyskinesia of the limbs and difficulty in urination and irritability. Drugs do not reverse balance dysfunction, however, and this symptom can still worsen over time and lead to increased falls, according to Helly et al. There is also a Chinese study that investigated the effect of creatine supplementation on Parkinson's by Li et al. In 2015. They found the ingestion of 5 grams of creatine twice a day improved cognitive performance scores on tests after 12 to 18 months. This is likely because of creatine's enhancement on energy production. However, this study did not adjust for baseline scores on the test, and a large-scale follow-up study should be carried out.
Created using Powtoon.